Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special edition of TCP's FrontCam. Now, all those who have been following us for the last 3 years, first of all, thank you very much. And you know how special our first short film, Pocket Mummy, is. And today we have a special guest, none other than Madhoo, to be a part of this special edition. Thank you so much for joining us, Madhoo ma'am.
Thank you so much. I wanted to say why it is special to me before you ask me any questions. Because it's a very spiritual, something I don't know, some of you may understand, and I don't even know if you get my point of view. Because I did Pocket Mummy only because of Nitesh. And why Nitesh? Because of Yashwant. And when I met your parents in the cinema that day, in that movie that we were watching, Dishum we were watching, I bumped into you, I met your dad and mom. Next thing I know that you called me. So I just felt that connection, and I wanted to do something as my love for my films that I've done and the people who were there in my life back then. And just as well, I did your thing, and the next thing, I was in New York on a family holiday when Goldie called me and said, Madhoo, I'm doing this show for Star Plus. I know you're still not working, but I want you to do this role. Then when I started doing it, I asked him, Goldie, how did you think of me? So he said, I was surfing channels one day, YouTube, and this Pocket Mummy just flashed. And I saw your 5-minute movie, and I said, yaar, Madhoo ko karna chahiye ye role. And I just thought to myself, that is the way God speaks to you. And after doing Aram, I have not stopped working in the last 3 years.
That's great, man. That's such a heartwarming thing to hear, and we feel really great when you say such beautiful things. Kudos to you as well, to your hard work as well, and we hope to see that you're busy for the next 30 years and even beyond.
Thank you. My dream.
We'll start with the question that everyone is asking everyone right now. How is your quarantine going?
It's going the same way for me as it is for you, Farzan, and for you and for everyone else. I'm sure all of you are working out day and night. Everybody is doing yoga. Everybody is doing TikTok. Everybody is watching Netflix. And nikal jata hai one day after the other. But I really am raring to go. I can't wait for this whole thing to be over so I can go back to the sets.
Nice.
That's amazing. We're all waiting for that too.
Ma'am, you were mentioning Pocket Mummy, the way it happened, and we've already completed 3 years of it. What was your first reaction, when I reached out to you that there's a short film that's coming up and we want to make it with you, and we came to meet you?
I love working with young people like you people because you bring something, there is a lot of power in the experience and age and maturity and wisdom.
Yeah.
But there is equal power to new and freshness and contemporary that keeps people like us very relevant. So when you and Farzan came to me with that, I knew it was like a young team. I didn't question anything. I just brought myself to the set. When I look at you, I just feel that you know your job, even though I've never worked before with you or I've never seen anything that you've done before. But I just knew. Now, don't ask me how. It's just a sense that you feel that this person will do something good and I can be a part of this.
Pocket Mummy, we remember that there was some improvisation as well. There were things that always happen on set, once the magic and chemistry all come together. Do you recall instances in your past also? Would you improvise a lot on your previous sets as well? Do you still do it nowadays?
I'll still point out that one moment that I felt that you improvised very well. It was that line when you raise your hand and do Sun Mere Bhakt, that part, if you remember. I had never imagined it like that, but when we rehearsed and you did that, I said, okay, I'm not even objecting. I like this improvisation. I didn't even say that. I said, let it be. It's nice. It was a nice dramatic taunt.
You see, that is where your strength goes, Nitesh. Because I bring my knowledge or my wisdom or my experience to the people, but I'm very open to taking what you have to give me, because that will make me different. Otherwise, what is going to make me different than who I was as a performer 25 years ago? If I did what I did then, it's only you bring that newness in me. And if you liked my improvisation, I would actually like to thank you for you being this person who let it happen. Because I work with a lot of people who come back and say, no, ma'am, we don't want it like this. But when you allow somebody to just perform after understanding, which is what as a director is your strength. Because you're new, you have all the new ideas, you know what you want, but you allow some things to happen as they happen.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's going to take a while to process all this. Like, so much I started sweating. Like, is this for real? Is somebody like complimenting me for real?
AC laga lo.
One of the things I wanted to ask you was, what is your preparation as an actor? Whether it's a small role, big role, what do you go through before you go on set?
I have to be very honest. In my younger days, I have never done any preparation. And I have done a role of a blind girl. I have done a role of a prostitute. I have done but I never went to Kamatipura or a blind school or anything like that. It is just, like an intuition, and I've taken cues from other actors who've done that before, and it must have impressed upon my mind subconsciously. If I already have received my scenes, and if I have already received my dialogue, then I do spend some time reading about it at night when the whole world is sleeping, because that's the time I kind of get lost in it. So when I go to the sets the next day, I kind of know what I'm going to do. And of course, then you just let it happen as always.
That was my next question. When you choose a role, is script important to you? Is the director's conviction important to you? What goes in your mind when you accept taking up a role, big or small?
It's a gut instinct.
That I've understood from talking to you today, that gut instinct is very, very important to you.
Yeah, when I talk to somebody, immediately I come to know, and then I have my own reasons. And then on other occasions, I say somebody is giving me a lot of money but less work. I say, what's the problem? Ghar baithe paisa aa raha hai, jao karo. Sometimes the role matters a lot. Sometimes the hero, the co-actors. Like I just did a film called Why Moody Peswam after many years, where my comeback film in Tamil. Balaji Mohan was a director. My reason for doing that film was Dulquer Salman. It was his first film in Tamil, and my first film was with Mammootty, his father. He was the main actor in Aragan, and it was my launch film. And 25 years later, Dulquer's first film, Mammootty's son's first film in Tamil, and I was going to be one of the main actors. So I said, this is a life in full circle. I have to do this. So this was my reason to do that film.
Ma'am, you mentioned so many lovely actors, and you've also worked with Ajay Devgan, Mohanlal, Saif Ali Khan, Govinda, Akshay. How do you manage to choose, okay, this is a good script, but this is a better actor?
I don't remember rejecting anything. I'm a yes girl. I always say yes, and then I think about, arey yaar, yes bol diya, abhi kya kare? So I have not done many choices in life. If my timing and the time fits and ये आगे पीछे करके अगर fit हो जाता है तो मैं सब चीज के लिए हाँ बोल देती हूँ.
I just wanted to ask you, from all the illustrious directors and producers that you worked with, are there any you're still looking forward to work with and say, yeah, इनके साथ एक film तो करना ही चाहिए?
I have some cliched answers, but I definitely would want to work with Zoya Akhtar, because I love female sensibilities, and all her movies are so different and yet they are commercial. And I would like to feature in a Karan Johar film. I want to wear good clothes, look beautiful in a good location, and most importantly, I would like to work with Mani sir once again. The man who made me the Roja girl of the industry. I have not lost that feeling of being an actor, and that is because of the film Roja, I think. So I would love for Mani sir to make another film with me.
Coming back to Pocket Mummy, very recently we crossed 2 million views on YouTube. Organic views. We didn't have to buy any views that a lot of people do. Did you anticipate such success story for a film like Pocket Mummy?
No. You see, in this question itself, my great question is answered. I didn't expect nothing from Pocket Mummy. Destiny of the product is not linked to me. It's a beautiful story. This current generation mothers, they have confused love. We think that if we are strict with our children, then our children will not understand our love, or they'll misunderstand us. Good parenting is not that you are taking care of your children all the time. Good parenting is that your children are capable of looking after themselves. So Pocket Mummy is actually a testimony to that sentiment.
Yes.
So we'll just move to the fun part of the interview. We're going to bounce off a few choices to you. So Farzan, you want to start?
Okay, our first question is, who do you prefer, Madhoo the homemaker or Madhoo the actress?
The actress any day.
You prefer the life in London or life in Bombay?
I have the best of both worlds. London is a great break, but my identity as an artist lies in India. So I love Bombay.
Okay.
Great. A few choices. We're going to name some of your co-stars and you have to name one favorite from them. Ajay Devgan, Akshay Kumar, Govinda or Nana Patekar.
Should I say Nana Patekar can make all of you happy?
No. Be honest.
It has to be your choice.
Nana Patekar won't be even watching this interview. He doesn't know jack about social media. So be honest.
You know, I love dancing. And I love my dances with Govinda, which I did in Hattadi. And so let's just say I like my dancing hero, Govinda. Chichi Bhai.
Madhoo doing Singham or Madhoo doing Kapar?
Singham.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the end I like to win, you know.
Yeah.
and in the Indian films, good always triumphs.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being so honest and so candid with us and giving us your time.
Arey, wait, there's one more.
Oh, there's one more. I know the answer, that's why I'm not asking the question.
Arey, why?
I know the answer, but go for it.
If you have to choose one, Farzan or Nitesh, who would you choose?
I knew that you were gonna ask that. But tell me, अभी तक ये समझ में नहीं आया कि I'm the most diplomatic person going, and I will.
You're
not at all.
You're very
all.
explicit.
No, but I can like two people, no, in the same way. There is no choice here. Both are one to me. And what is so heartening is that after 3 years also, you guys are still so together, respecting each other, asking each other the right questions. Can I start? Can I end? I can still see the same camaraderie. That means in the 3 years that you've done work, after Pocket Mummy also, your creative differences or any other differences hasn't caused a wedge between y'all, because I can sense it in your vibe. So I see you as one. So for me, you both are one.
That's so sweet.
Thank you so much, and we were actually hoping for the same answer, for a reassurance that everything is fine. And the very fact that we've been able to complete 3 years together. For everyone who don't know, Madhoo ma'am did the project for us absolutely at no cost, and she was very kind. She was very sweet to kind of do that for us.
Thank you so much, Madhoo ma'am, for this. Before we leave you, we have one last question we ask everyone. There are so many people, especially in our industry, who are facing a lot of trouble at the moment, financially, emotionally, mentally, and otherwise during this lockdown. What in your little or large way have you done to help them out? And that could be an inspiration for the people watching.
You know, there are a lot of my friends who have taken part in some community or some groups in feeding the stray dogs, or in collecting money for some groups of people who are stranded. Then there are food given to the lot of security people who didn't get to go home. So in all of that, I have a 1% or 0.1% contribution. In any of my friends who've come and approached me to do something grand, I have been a part of it.
That's great, ma'am. The size really doesn't matter. What matters is that we help out, however small or large. It really doesn't matter. We do our little bit. And thank you so much for doing your little bit and helping your friends. And thank you so much for speaking to us today, for being so honest, for being so candid, for being so gracious, and for being amazing as always.
Honest, candid, and diplomatic, all three in one. It's a rare find.
That's me. Honest where it suits and diplomatic where it should be.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.